We are jumping in right off this morning. We're at, either side of 50 degrees. Weather details from Roger Hill coming up. But we'll tell you that it's going to be a wet weekend for sure. JD Green right alongside Raylene.
Good morning.
My lovely producer on this absolutely gorgeous Friday morning right now. It is just beautiful out there. But Roger's saying it's not going to be lasting long. Clouds are going to be thickening up, and we're looking at some rain showers coming in later tonight, and could be heavy at times depending on where you are, and steady through the weekend. Tomorrow's pretty much supposed to be, kind of a washout. Same deal for Sunday.
Yes.
And as I posted this morning, Raylene, it is an absolutely perfect weekend to go to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And the Paramount Theater on North Main Street in Barrie is playing some great movies. Obviously, the Taylor Swift documentary, or not documentary.
I was going to say
concert
mm-hmm.
is playing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we put the listings up there. I can't remember what the other ones that are playing, but we always have the listings up there.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I drawing a blank on the other movies?
I don't know.
I'll get there. We're live from Fly on the Wall Productions. Barrie. I almost said Main Street, Barrie. Are we ever going to be back on North Main Street?
Soon.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, probably like a month away.
Yeah. It's coming. I mean, Barslow Construction is doing all they can. They're working hard. They're over there. They got all the tools going. The drywall is going up and everything. It's just, you can't rush these things. There's a lot of work that has to be done.
There is. And a lot of, so it's not just the construction, but the furnace was, totally toast because of the flood. So There's a lot of plumbing and electrical, and there's a lot of nuts and bolts besides just the actual putting the sheetrock and stuff up.
That's right.
So a lot of moving pieces and people and parts.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep you posted. Today is National Mammography.
Blah, blah, blah.
I practiced.
I know.
Mammography.
I'm glad you're saying it.
Mammography.
Yeah.
Day, which is the third Friday in October, which of course is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
So, get the mammogram. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Information Overload Day today, and National Chicken and Waffles Day. Have you ever had chicken and waffles?
Yes. And, well, kind of. So, not down in the South, no. But when instead of making chicken and biscuits, I make chicken and waffles. So, I dump the gravy and chicken and everything over the top of waffles, because then all the gravy sits in those little holes, and it just, oh my gosh, it's so good. You need to try it. It's no different than a biscuit. It's just a different shape and has freaking holes in it.
All right, but you know me. You know that I'll eat anything. I love food. You know this.
Yeah.
I've never had chicken and waffles, and that maybe that's the problem here, is that I've never had it
Right, maybe
before.
you need to try, because I think you would love it.
Chris Autry, down in North Carolina, is always telling me that once I try chicken and waffles, I'll never go back.
Mm-hmm. You won't. It's super good. I do that with all kinds of. I love to do that with shit on a shingle.
I have
I do that on waffles. You put that on waffles instead. It's just good. All that gravy and stuff gets in little holes, and it's just so good.
I don't know. Is there anyone out there that? Good morning, Bill and Becky and Chris. Is there anyone out there that's with me on this? That's like, waffles is about butter and maple syrup. It's not about
Or fresh strawberries.
or fresh strawberries and maybe some whipped cream, but it's not about gravy and chicken. Put that over on the side.
Until you try it, I'm telling you.
But waffles have a sweet thing going on. What a night last night. My God, with the Donahues here.
I know.
Oh.
I know. They're brushing right on 1,600 views right now for that. And the shares just keep coming. So,
Jeez.
holy crap.
Yeah.
And that's just on our, somebody were to click the link on our page.
Sure.
But the shares and stuff are well over that.
It's amazing.
So pretty cool
I
that we get to share them with so many people.
Yeah. And I have to say, I just thoroughly enjoyed myself last night.
Mm-hmm.
I just had so much fun. And I want to address something here about last night's show.
Okay, you go right ahead.
I want to look right in the camera, and I want to apologize to Bill for not providing the promised. Was it Michelob Light?
Ultra, yeah, Michelob Ultra.
Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, and so now he has a reason to come back because you owe him, or we will just have to go to Rutland sometime and visit him.
Bill, and I didn't get a chance to tell you this last night, but I occasionally will forget things.
Occasionally.
It's not as often as Raylene might suggest that it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I apologize, and I owe you some Michelob Ultra.
So, want me to tell you a cute story?
Is it about Bill?
Yes.
Please.
He said, "I'm sorry I brought beer on the camera," and I laughed like hell. We've drank beer on the camera before. Who did you drink beer with? I forget. Who were you drinking beer with one night?
Jason Corliss.
Yeah, Jason Corliss. And then I sent him the pictures of you and Travis sitting out on the front stoop of the building, right in front of the studio, having a beer, smoking a cigar, back, chilling.
I made it the thumbnail last night of when I asked all of those buffoons, have any one of you ever hidden a car from your wife?
Yeah. And only one of them had their hand up. Bill.
Bill.
Yes.
He could have made it so much of a better story. He could have said, yes, I had it buried in the backyard in an underground bunker or something,
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it was so great to have them last night. That's the first thing I want to say is, Bill, I'll get you some beer. Secondly, I want to say, what's this guy doing drinking Michelob Ultra? That is such...
He's watching his figure. He doesn't want to get a beer gut.
It is like panther piss in a bottle. Michelob Ultra?
Yeah.
I didn't have time last night. I was distracted. I didn't have time to attack him about that.
What is wrong with Michelob Ultra? I know lots of people who drink that.
It's one molecule away from water.
He doesn't want to have a beer gut. And he's trying to cut down.
Yeah, but Massey's writing right now, there's nothing wrong with a beer gut. It's worth having a beer gut to drink a halfway decent beer, Bill.
Oh, my God.
God. Just saying.
Oh, gosh. He's going to come back now just to do that show with you.
Please do. Let's fight about this.
But,
Dax is drinking Coors Light. What?
I drink Bud Light.
I wouldn't put that shit in my garden. My God. He says, but I can go all day.
True. Yeah, true. No. So JD can typically drink 1.5 beer. And then if he was drinking Mick Ultra, he could maybe do 2.5.
Oh my God.
But he's a super lightweight.
Oh.
So
Becky's saying so he can fit into his fire suit.
that's right.
Oh my God.
That's right. Becky is right.
Snoop Dogg is on the birthday list today. One of Raylene's favorites.
Oh,
What?
absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
Just
that's what I
love
thought.
him.
Well, that's what I thought you were going to say. 52 years old. We have Shelby Combe. I think I'm saying that right. 29 today. Andrea Richardson. Maggie Collins is 63. Christy Feist is 66. Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Well, I thought you knew Christy.
No.
Chris Emmons is 47. Julie Carter's on the list. Vanessa Blodgett is 67 years old today. Shelby Markham, 50. You made it. The big 5-0. And let's see. Anyone else?
Yes, Ginger Reed.
Oh, how old is Ginger?
I don't know. I'm not telling you.
What? Just because she's female, you can't tell us how old she is? We all turn in another year, Raylene.
I don't know how old she is.
Find out,
I
damn
said
it.
I don't ask people that because
I
it's
do.
not important.
I ask. Like,
Well, that's because you're an asshole.
Kelly Hastings is 51 today. Todd Wells is 61. So
Well, happy birthday, everyone.
there you have it. Want to shout out to Bobby Bartlett over at State Farm. He told me this morning he's got 10 pumpkins left
Oh, wow.
for kids. So all you have to do is go over to State Farm right there.
So he gave away a whole lot of pumpkins.
He gave away a lot of pumpkins. Yes.
Because he had a lot.
Well, the last time I was over there, he had 25 left because I counted them. But he's got 10 left. So they're free. Just bring your child over. Right there, State Farm. There's no, they're not going to like jump on you and say, you got to get an insurance quote before you can take a pumpkin or anything like that. You don't even have to talk to anybody. That's not why they do this. Just go over and get a pumpkin. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do.
If you want to talk business or health or bank or life
He'll
or
do that
home
too.
or auto, all that, they'll talk about that too.
He or one of his great team members.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, Valerie. I call this my Charlie Brown sweater. You know how Charlie Brown, and he always has the shirt on with a little witchmadinger.
Yeah, I like that sweater.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
My sister gave it to me.
And thanks, Valerie, for complimenting me on my sweater too, which you didn't do. What else do we have? I want to. Obviously, we're going to talk about some of the headlines. I think there's more national headlines than there are Vermont headlines this morning. We're going to get into that. But let's start out this morning with Lily's line of the week.
Oh, yes, please. Let's do that.
Every Friday morning, I pick my daughter Lily's best line of the week, and she's had some, as you know, Raylene,
Zingers.
She's had some zingers, and it's just her personality. It's just who she is. She's
very matter of fact.
By the way, she's turning 9 years old tomorrow.
That's
9.
why we love each other so much, Lily and I.
Oh, she'll just say it just like it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get her on the podcast. Mom is saying, no way, not happening. But she has no filter. And she I love that. I love the innocence of it. So we were, and they're always true one-liners from Lily. I don't make any of this up.
No.
We were in Walmart the other day, and it was busy. I'm not going to say which Walmart because it doesn't matter, but it was busy. There were a lot of people around, and Lily loves to ride in the carriage. So she's in there, and she's doing her thing, and I don't know, watching I think she was watching. Yeah, she was watching a video or something on my phone, and I'm pushing the carriage around. And I'm like, all right, where is Sherilyn? Where is Sherilyn? Looking everywhere for Sherilyn, and finally, I'm like, Lily, where's Mommy? And there's a lot of people all right around us.
Uh-huh.
And she goes, Dad, she's over in the period department.
And you said,
I don't remember. What did I say? Honestly, I think I just laughed, and there were a few heads that looked up. But yeah, the period department.
yeah.
Hey, Vermont headlines this morning. I want to just say, and we're going to be checking in with Diane Lashunes over at the Rhythm of the Rain therapeutic riding program in Marshfield in just a little bit. They got a big day coming up tomorrow. She's going to be on with us for a few minutes. But I just want to say, Vermont headlines this morning. Can we just please lead off with what I think should be one of the biggest headlines, and that's that Vermont State Police Trooper Amy Nolan has finally made it to retirement.
Yes, today. I know.
Amazing.
A huge congratulations to her. Yeah, we know that she's not going to sit still. She's, not retiring totally.
Yeah.
But she has definitely put in her time for the state of Vermont, and she's retiring from the police department. Yeah.
Just a great
special victims unit.
Yes.
Homicide detective. I mean, she's literally done it all, has worked hard to go up the ranks.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah.
We've had her on the air before.
Yeah.
I would love to have her on again.
Well, do you know what her new profession is going to be?
Oh my God.
She's going to be a mortician.
Really?
Yes. She's going to do all of the stuff that you do.
Okay.
When you go to the funeral home, Amy will take care of your loved ones.
Pretty good money in that. I couldn't do it for 5 seconds.
No.
Might last 6, but probably not much beyond that.
And she's going to do other things too, but that's going to be her job. Right here local.
We wish her all the best. And
I'm sure she's going to be able to tell us all kinds of stories about that.
I'm sure as well. I mean, I want to get that lined up for maybe sometime this winter to get her back on the air.
Absolutely. We can do that.
The movies playing at the Paramount Twin Cinema, which, by the way, are open every day. Matinees every weekend. It's the other one I was trying to think of, and I couldn't think of it. It's Hocus Pocus. Mm-hmm. So tonight at 6:30, it's the original Hocus Pocus from 30 years ago. So they're doing like an anniversary thing where they're bringing it back to the theaters. Tonight at 6:30, and then Saturday and Sunday at 3:15 in the afternoon. Hocus Pocus. Lily's favorite movie. Doesn't matter how many times she's seen it. She wants to see it again every time.
I know, and you just love that.
Tonight at 6 p.m., Chris Massey and I are going to the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie. We have a special date, just two of us. We're going to get the big bucket of popcorn and probably hold hands. Saturday and Sunday
my God.
At 2:30 is the matinee for the Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Saturday and Sunday, 2:30 in the afternoon. Again, it is going to be raining. That's the time to go.
I'm going to text Chris my address so he can come over here and kick your ass.
Please don't.
We must say that DMV is closing from 11/8 to 11/14.
Yes.
For a computer upgrade and employee training of that upgrade. So from November 8th to November 14th, DMV will be closed. So plan according. And then we should say that this asshat that stole the police cruiser
Yeah.
and the weapon was arraigned in federal court yesterday.
Okay.
Of course, pleads not guilty. That's what they always do. But they have recovered the gun. It was along Route 7 near Exit 3 in Arlington. And the cruiser was found behind building construction in Rutland. So there you have that. Lots of information there to read and follow up on, though. And those are really, there was not a whole lot in the Vermont news, which was good because we've had a whole lot in the Vermont news that has been shit.
Yeah.
We do know that the woman working at the daycare facility in Barrytown was arraigned yesterday on 18 counts.
Yeah.
And she, too, pleaded not guilty, and people get really pissed about that. What do you mean she's not guilty? Everybody pleads not guilty at arraignment. Everybody has a chance to prove their case. There's the defense, there's the prosecution. It's a case. Very few people say, yep, I did it, and take their dues right there at arraignment. Never happens. You lawyer up and you work on it. You work it out.
That story really bugged me.
Yeah, it's not one that I can really talk a lot about either.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go there because I'll get a little bit passionate about it.
Yeah. And then you and I both in trouble. We don't want that. Arizona Diamondbacks got by the Philadelphia Phillies 2-1. To win Game 3 of the National League Championship Series. Phillies lead the series 2-1. I see that you posted up that Sunday we got a great weekend for football. We got the Bills and New England at 1 o'clock on Sunday, and then Los Angeles and Kansas City at 4:30 on Sunday afternoon. I just going to say, and I know you grabbed this from CAX, but I just want to say thank you for posting that, because how do I say this? Those of us like myself who are not football aficionados, we appreciate the heads up that and a reminder of who's playing and when. And I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Do we know who won last night? No.
No, I do not know.
Yeah.
I mean, I could easily look, but I did not.
That's all right.
I'm busy in the morning.
I know that you are.
I don't get up, rub my eyes, and sit around drinking coffee and throw my dirty clothes on and come down to the studio. That's what I do every day.
Are you taking a dig at me? Are you suggesting that I do that?
Yes.
I want to say before we go any further, thank you to Dave Moody for joining us last night.
That was awesome.
He came on the air from North Carolina, legendary track announcer at Thunder Road, and of course he's Mr. Big Shot now on Sirius XM. He's got a beautiful studio, and if you've never listened to Dave Moody, you ought to. But what an honor it was to have him.
It
join.
really was.
I said to him on Thursday night, I said, Dave, I got Stephen Donahue coming in. Or I said to him on Wednesday night, I got Stephen Donahue on Thursday night. He's coming on at 5:30. You want to come on the air with us? And he was like, well, I'm on the air, and it's going to be kind of tight and blah, blah, blah. And I said, Paul and Bill and John are joining him. And he texts me back, call me at 6:50.
Yeah. Okay, call me then.
Yeah, no, it was so much fun to have them all last night. It was stellar, just stellar. National headlines. There's just you want me to take this, Raylene? Because there's a
yes.
All right. President Biden obviously addressing the nation last night. He's expected to ask for $105 billion today from Congress. As you know, I have to just take a deep breath, pause for a second, and say that again. Because
I know.
I had to do a double take on this.
I did too.
I was like, wait a minute, is that 105 million?
No.
That's billion with
Billion.
a B.
Yes.
105. Am I emphasizing the B enough here?
Probably. You're probably overemphasizing like you do sometimes.
Billion dollars today.
And everybody's saying, okay, JD, we get it. And they want to do this. That's what they tell me to do. Will you tap him in the back of the head and see if he can spit it the rest of the way out?
Billion. So $60 billion for Ukraine.
Uh-huh.
60
billion. Yep.
$billion for Ukraine, $14 billion for Israel, $10 billion for unspecified humanitarian efforts. By the way, they're bringing humanitarian relief into the Gaza Strip today. $14 billion for managing the U.S.-Mexico border and fighting fentanyl trafficking.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
Same here. $7 billion for the Pacific region, which
I'm
is
pretty sure that they spend the billions on drugs themselves because I don't see them keeping it out of the United States. That's for damn sure.
The $7 billion is going to Taiwan, which China is trying to take over Taiwan now. So by writing a check to Taiwan for $7 billion to help them, that's going to do nothing but piss China off even more.
Are we ever going to spend billions just to help our own? We have so many homeless and hungry and schools that are falling apart and education that's gone to shit and people with nothing in our country is falling to shit. When are we going to invest right here in the good old USA?
We have drug problems that are at an all-time high. Nancy and Ron Reagan are just up in heaven.
Exactly. Veterans.
Veterans.
We have veterans without homes, without insurance, without medical care that are dying because they choose suicide over fighting the system constantly. It's disgusting.
The problems are mounting. I understand that it's complicated. I understand that there's people that are probably listening this morning and saying, well, JD, this is an investment in the security of our nation, and we have to be looking at the bigger picture and think. I understand all this, but I also understand that we have a Congress that's in disarray. We're trying to fund wars on multiple fronts here. I mean, our country is vulnerable. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Well, we all need to fight the fight at the polls is what we need to do. We need to save ourselves.
We got Jim Jordan saying yesterday that he's going to seek a third vote for the House Speaker. Just hours after he said that he would pause but not abandon his bid. Patrick McHenry has no interest in the position. This is the longest that the House has gone without a permanent speaker since 1856. Read that this morning.
Michaela Bernier says, my kid has been to school 5 times since the beginning of the year due to staffing and then holidays. School is only 5 weeks in.
Yep.
It's crazy. Yeah. I'll never understand what's happening and how we can continue to let it happen. Like, literally, we seriously need to start standing up for ourselves and bringing it to the polls.
I think, yeah, I feel like I'm walking around like this all day sometimes. Let's talk about the UAW. They're now in their 6th week of striking. Ford Motor Company. And you know, I've been having my eye on an F-150 for a while. Ford Motor Company announced additional layoffs yesterday of 150 workers. That brings the total number of affected Ford employees to just over 2,730. Last week, the strike expanded to the Kentucky truck plant, which is the largest and most profitable Ford facility. That generates $25 billion a year. Think about this.
I know.
8,700 union members have joined the picket lines, which is a daily profit loss. Pay attention now. Daily, not weekly, daily profit loss of $30 million. Daily. How many days in the week are there? 7? What's the math on that? Help me out, Travis. $30 million in profit loss a day, Raylene. A day.
Yes, I get it. I get it.
So the union is pursuing various demands, including double-digit wage increases, the restoration of pension plans, and that's just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
The strike effects continue to ripple through the auto industry, jeopardizing smaller suppliers and disrupting industry operations. In addition to the auto workers on strike, the Big Three is said to have laid off more than 6,000 workers. 6,000 people looking for jobs. Just in that alone.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we have George Clooney, Ben Affleck, Tyler Perry leading a group of Hollywood stars that are pitching a $150 million proposal to end the actors' strike, which is almost 100 days in. What in the fuck is going on with our priorities here?
I wish I knew.
Arraignment for the suspect in Tupac's murder has been delayed for 2 weeks for the second time. That's trending a little bit this morning. Burt Young from the Rocky movies. It was Paulie. Remember Paulie? Paulie! He just died at 83 years old. Other national headlines. Meta, also known as Facebook, reveals a artificial intelligence platform that's capable of interpreting and reconstructing images based on brain signals recorded via MRI scans. Does this frighten you? It does me.
Of course it does.
This is freaky shit.
It is freaky shit.
We have Amazon beginning offering free drone delivery for prescription medications. This is something that's been in the works for a long time.
And it's the most ludicrous thing I ever heard in my life. And we can have meds dropping places they don't belong. Sounds like a great idea to me.
They've rolled out a pilot program in College Station, Texas, that is going to be aiming to deliver within 60 minutes of ordering.
Yeah, not...
The drone lands on the wrong house, wrong doorstep at the wrong time. Somebody takes the pill and boom, they're dead or whatever. It's crazy shit, man. Americans' confidence in media returns to a record low. Another 29% of U.S. adults have, quote, not very much trust, while a record high 39% register none at all. No trust at all in the media. This nearly 4 in 10 Americans, 4 in 10, completely lack confidence in the media. That is the highest on record by 1 percentage point, 12 points higher than just a couple of years ago in 2016. People just what they hear, what they see, what they watch, radio, TV, news, internet, doesn't matter. They don't believe it. That's really sad because there's a lot of accurate shit that's being out there, and there's a lot of fake news too.
Yes.
World news: Israel defense officials told troops yesterday to prepare for an imminent ground invasion of the Gaza Strip. I'm going to be watching things carefully today in the news regarding this. I know you are too, Raylene, but this is just so sad that we have multiple wars going on our globe at the same time. The U.S. is redirecting arms from Ukraine to Israel. What a cluster!
Well, it's more than a cluster. It's frightening. We could be literally
absolutely
right in a World War III.
I've heard the words World War III more in the last couple of weeks than ever.
It's pretty.
We have more than 300
right
people
in the forefront for sure.
Yeah. We had 300 people arrested yesterday for holding a protest next to the U.S. Capitol.
Are we all done with news?
No.
We're not.
We had.
This is depressing.
I know, but it's we got to get it out there. We had more than 4,200 people killed in total over the last 2 weeks of fighting over there in the Middle East. 4,200 people in 2 weeks. Let's talk about William Ravies for a second. One of our sponsors who we love, we adore. They do so much. And despite everything that's going on, they are slam dunked. And I'm seeing their signs everywhere. Last month, the median home price in America, $394,300. That's up 2.8% from a year ago. That's the highest ever for any September on record. What does that mean? That means, like I just said, that William Ravies is very busy. They've got headquarters in Barrie, Stratton, Stowe, Woodstock, New Hampshire, and Maine. And we love the local team right here. Local experience, local insights, professional brokerage, cut above the others. 86 North Main Street. My God, everybody knows who Michelle Hebert is and where William Ravies
Well,
is.
I think so.
Everyone.
Chris Massey says he took an automatic car ride this morning. Waymo. No driver. Little freaky, but all good.
See, I'm saying no to that. No, I won't do it. I would never do that. Never, ever.
Well,
What's the matter with Massey? Has he been, listening to too much reggae?
Maybe he had a few too many mimosas this morning.
Either that or, a little too much of something else. Well, that's insane. You couldn't pay me to do that. No way.
No way?
I'll never do it.
No way would you do it?
Got to have control.
Well, I don't know.
Gotta.
Don't be such a wimp. And we should talk about Giroux General Transport, too,
Please
because
do.
coming right up very soon, there's just a couple weeks left to register for the November 6th class.
Yep.
This is, the last class before probably snow flies. So get in there, get registered, call Tracy, get signed up, talk to your work about advancing, apply for a new job even. Tons of jobs out there right now for CDL drivers.
Yeah.
Bus, fuel company,
Yeah.
and just all plow drivers, all kinds of stuff out there. So give Tracy a call, 802-279-3325.
Yeah, reserve
for
your
more
spot
information.
today. Don't put this off. Even if you're, I say this, even if you're even like kind of thinking about this, but you're not sure if you want to commit to anything, just call Tracy and chat with them about this. And she'll give you a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you need, and explain to you what this is all about. If you think, I'm not going to call over there because I can't afford my Class A, I can't afford this.
You never know.
There's all kinds of opportunities for financial help.
Yes.
Call Tracy, 802-279-3325. Where the hell is Giroux General Transport? They're right here in Barrie. Right here.
Yeah, and they're
Not
great.
in Burlington.
No, and they're great people.
They're
They
wonderful
really
people.
are. They're so easy to work with. They
Yeah.
they try hard. They're a great team, husband and wife team that really kick butt, and they want to help you.
One more time, when is that class starting up?
November 6th.
Okay.
Yes.
That's like almost tomorrow. That's coming up fast.
Almost.
Don't wait on this.
And then tonight from from 8 to 1 a.m. at the Den in Williamstown is DJ Bay.
Okay.
So
Love a good DJ.
yeah, 8 to 1 tonight at the Den in Williamstown. Tomorrow night is Free Range. The Free Range band, they're good. Free Range is good.
Okay.
So lots of dancing and having fun and all that great stuff over at the Den this weekend.
You deserve it. Go over there, have a cocktail.
Yeah, take a break.
Sit down. If you don't feel like dancing, that's fine. Just sit down. Relax. Maybe play some pool. Grab a great bite.
Yeah.
They've got a menu that's going to be expanding, but it's
Yes, and we're going to be talking about that really soon.
and it's affordable.
Because they just got all the new menu all figured out. It's gone to print, and so we will start talking about that little by little here very soon.
I love talking about food. So
I know
I'm ready.
you do. You can't even help yourself.
ready.
You get so excited when you're talking
God.
about food. It's your favorite thing in the world, unless it's chicken and waffles. Then you weren't.
I
So
just don't understand the chicken and waffles. But anyway, go ahead. Do you want to get into the community calendar, or are we too soon on that?
oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. I literally would have to get into it, and so because there's so much stuff going on this weekend, and we know the sock sale, the ski and skate sale in Montpelier, the movie at Washington Village School in Washington. There's going to be two movies, a TV show and a movie. So The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and followed by Hocus Pocus. And they want you to bring your blankets and chairs and snacks, whatever you want. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown starts at 6:30, and at 6:45. No, 7:15. Sorry, at 7:15 is when Hocus Pocus will start. So there's that. There's so much stuff. It's actually kind of crazy. And I've been posting it all on our page and on Facebook, everywhere. JD just took off, just so you know. He had to go tinkle again. Oh, that's what he says. He says tinkle. Everybody give him shit when he comes back, okay? Ask him if he feels better. He doesn't know I'm telling you that he left. But he did. Third time. I think he needs his prostate checked.
What was that?
Yeah. I was just telling everybody about the community events.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes. I was
Wonderful.
just letting them all know.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So, you can go now if you want.
No. No, I'm good.
Because I'm pretty sure that I have let them know everything. But I'm just checking one more thing because I want to make sure that I say this one correctly.
Yeah.
As far as times go.
And we're going to tell you about what's going on at the Rhythm of the Rain therapeutic riding program here in a second. Stand by. Unless you want me to do that right now, Raylene.
Yep, well, go.
Well, I think we have Diane with us. Diane, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Hey, we're doing well. We're doing well. We're a little late getting to you, but we haven't forgotten about you. You have started this remarkable thing in Marshfield. We're going to talk about your open house tomorrow, but first, tell us what Rhythm of the Rain is.
So Rhythm of the Rain is a therapeutic riding and driving program. This is something that we started back in 2001. I'm a physical therapist, and one of my friends is a physical therapist assistant. And we both started off doing hippotherapy, which is a term that refers to the use of a horse in therapeutic as a modality, as a way of treating certain challenges people have. So it's either a physical therapist, occupational therapist, or a speech and language pathologist. And what we do is we use the movement of the horse in part of our treatment plan for helping predominantly with children with disabilities. So that was how we started.
Yeah, that is phenomenal what you do. I mean, it really is incredible.
Yes.
So from there, it grew, and it became a more inclusive type of a program. We started working with people with other challenges, not just physical therapy type needs, but also people who had learning challenges, people that had developmental delays. Autism was one of the diagnoses that we see a lot of clients that had. It branched then into a more adult population. We've worked with adults that have had traumatic brain injuries and need supports. We have worked with adults with physical challenges such as multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy, strokes, amputees. We've branched a little bit into working with at-risk youth, whether it's children in the foster care system or at-risk teens. So we've really kind of expanded quite a bit over the past 20 plus years.
And veterans with PTSD as well. Can you
Yes.
tell us what's happening tomorrow? You're having an open house.
It's an open house. We have gone through some changes over this past year. My husband and I originally owned Water Tower Farm, and we hosted the program there. But we are both in the 70-plus age range right now, and it was getting a bit hard for us to manage. So we ended up selling the farm, and I'm actually calling from New York because that's where we're living now. But I'm still involved with the program, and the people that bought the farm have let the program stay on there. So we've just kind of changed a little bit about how we're operating, but it's the same place and the same services. And the new owners, Margot Killerman and David Southwick, run what they call now a threefold farm, which is a breeding operation that they do. But we still can use the facilities for our program. And what we just wanted to do was invite people out just to meet us if they've never heard of us before. Just have a little day of some fun activities. I know it's going to be kind of wet, but the barns and the arena have roofs on them, and it's nice and cozy in there. It'll give folks a chance to meet our horses, to learn a little bit more about our program. But we've also got some fun activities and games that are planned. We're having a tack and stuff sale. So whether it's somebody looking for some used tack or any other items, they've got some crafty items, different things that people can browse through. We're going to have a bake sale with some really good bakers making some good products for us. And we still have our bottle drive going on. So if you've got some bottles you want to clear out before winter, bring them over. We'll be happy to take them.
Wow. Diane, thank you ever so much for what you continue to do. It sounds like it's fantastic over there.
It's an amazing program.
Really.
Yeah.
Thanks for hopping on with
Thank
us,
you.
Diane.
Oh, my pleasure.
What a great lady. And,
Yes.
You know, I've chatted with her in the past. I've had her on the air with me. They just do. I mean, what a gem in Vermont to have that. It really is amazing.
Agree.
And again, I want
It's
to
a
urge
beautiful place over there,
yeah,
too.
it is. If you've never been, you ought to go. And this would be a perfect weekend to do that. What else is happening with our weekend community calendar? You mentioned the Darn Tough sock sale. You mentioned the ski and skate sale.
Yes.
North Branch Nature Center tomorrow is doing an owl banding tomorrow night at 7:30 until 10. That's where they get, and the public is.
Oh yes, you were talking about this the other day.
Yeah, the public is welcome to come. Bring the kids. They basically are going to be putting bands on wild owls and releasing them back into
Are you
nature.
going?
It's Lily's birthday.
Oh yes, that's right.
So we're going to be doing other things. But I mean, that's so cool. I love the North Branch Nature Center. What else is happening?
Well, I'm pulling it back up here because.
Let me say this.
There's a lot.
It's
a lot
all
going on.
It's all on the Aired Out Facebook page. Everything happening this weekend.
Yes, and we know that Moonlight Magic in Montpelier is happening this weekend from 5 to 8.
When? Tomorrow?
On the 20th, tonight. So
Moonlight Madness?
Moonlight
Moonlight
Magic in downtown Montpelier.
Oh, magic.
Yes, the whole explanation of it all is right there on great deals and holiday festivities at participating businesses. Come stroll, shop, and get a jump on your holiday shopping.
Okay.
While supporting local.
Yep.
The second weekend, the second annual pumpkin picking weekend at Light Hill Farm, is happening. Also, we have the ski and skate sale that starts at 9 at
Barry Auditorium.
The Barry Auditorium, but it's called the Montpelier Ski and Skate Sale.
Right.
But it's tomorrow at 9 a.m. at the Barry Auditorium. And let me see, what else did we have this weekend? There's all kinds of stuff up there. And then, of course, next weekend is jam-packed full of stuff for Halloween.
Sure.
I mean, it's just absolutely insane. And we'll be at Preston's Kia on Friday.
Yes.
We'll start loading, getting there, setting up around 3:30, and the actual event is from 4 to 6. If you are going and you are going to participate in the trunk part of it, giving out candy, they do ask that you're there by 3:30. So that everybody can get in line, get their cars set up so that they can, go ahead and rope off the parking lot and make sure it's safe so that there's not cars going in and out through that area. So they do ask if you are willing to come participate by filling up your trunk and handing out candy to please be there by 3:30.
Okay. Great stuff.
I can't wait. And all kinds of great things coming. Going to be there with us. A lot of things happening. Preston's tries really hard to make this a really cool event, and boy, they've pulled it off for a couple of years already.
They're a lot more than just a car dealership. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, when it comes to community and community events,
They're
they
right
really
there.
jump on board big time. And we know Thanksgiving, they do a great amount, and the same with Christmas. They are definitely a bunch that are very in tune with their community and what they need.
They happen to be a presenting sponsor, but I'll say this, even if they weren't,
I would say that about them.
we would be saying the same thing about them.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're just great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, don't forget, again, the Paramount Twin Cinema in Barrie. They've got Hocus Pocus playing tonight at 6:30, tomorrow at 3:15, and Sunday 3:15. Matinees every weekend. Hocus Pocus, the original one from 30 years ago, and then the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie is tonight at 6. Again, tonight at 6 at the Paramount in Barrie, and then Saturday and Sunday matinee at 2:30. It's like 3 hours long. So,
and then tomorrow, from 10 to 4 at the Berlin Elementary School is the October Festivus craft fair. And a lot of stuff going to be happening there. But 30 crafters, vendors, food trucks, and concessions.
Amazing.
They'll have popcorn, 50-50 raffle, and other raffle items as well. All profits
It's going to be busy.
Mm-hmm. All profits from the raffle and the popcorn sale will go to the 5th and 6th grade Boston field trip. So head on over to the Berlin Elementary School tomorrow to, again, get a jump on some maybe holiday things that you would maybe put in a stocking or whatever, and just go over and have a good time and support the community and the kids.
Yeah. Is that it pretty much for the community calendar?
Yes. I think so. I mean, we'll put it up there.
Yeah. Brought to you by The World, Central Vermont's favorite weekly newspaper, which reaches 20,000 plus people a week, something like that. I mean, they've got everything that you could possibly imagine is in The World. Community
we love
events,
The World.
so much more. Yeah, absolutely. We love them. We love them. Just as we wrap up this morning, I just want to say, what's whacked? This is whacked.
Oh, no.
We can now send, starting November 1st, Raylene, starting November 1st, you can now send an AI assistant to attend work meetings for you. Microsoft 365 Copilot,
for God's sake,
is summarized. It's a robot called the Microsoft 360 Copilot. It can go to the meeting that you're too busy to go to because you can't. It'll summarize the meeting notes. It'll meet with teams. It will draft emails, create Word documents, spreadsheet graphs, PowerPoint presentations, and it goes on from there. And Microsoft says that they hope that this robot will help eliminate drudgery.
And why is it that we can't find employees anymore? Because we're making it easier and easier and easier not to work. And when these things all
start
screw up
and replace workers,
right? And the economy goes to shit. And when they screw up.
Shit.
And when they screw up and people are, and then you're crying for people to come back, which Walmart is doing now because their losses on an annual basis due to theft at the self-checkouts where people go through the line but don't really pay, or they only pay for a few things, is so large that they are considering that they probably should bring people back to the registers. And so at some points people are going to be like, screw you didn't want us, remember, assholes? But
unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. We have some people, before we go though, you think we're done, but we're not done, because before we go we have to say that there's some people concerned about you. I mean, Mary would like to know if you need your prostate checked.
The what now?
Mary wants to know if you need your prostate checked. Mariah wants to know if you sprinkle when you tinkle. And Chris wants to know if you feel better. And Joe thinks that you should hold off on your restroom breaks. And, just saying. People are worried about you.
What the hell's going on here?
I don't know. I guess they figured out that you went in for a pee break. I don't know how that happened.
Raylene, we all have to pee, okay? I've already had 3 gallons of coffee this morning. Can you cut me some fucking slack? Please?
You've peed several times.
We all have to pee, Raylene.
Several times, JD. Several times.
You got a 52-year-old prostate.
That's what you're going to have to do.
52 years. that this thing has been in there. It's a little,
Rusty.
enlarged. Just give me a break. It happens to everybody. Joe, Chris, you're doing the same thing, man. Don't try
They're
to
not old like you.
Don't try to kid people. You have to get up 3 times in the middle of the night, Joe. All right? I know this. Bullshit me. Whatever, Mary. Kiss my ass.